In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down Dalano Banton from the Toronto Raptors. There's a ton of hype around this kid, and I think he's really great. So let's get down and let's check him out. I think he's better than Ben Simmons. So in this first video, he runs the floor extremely well, being able to get that ball in transition without even dribbling and finishing with a massive slam. Why is this important? Well, it shows that he's able to space the floor. He's got teammates who are looking for him as well, but he's able to space the floor, he's able to read the floor, and he's able to then, of course, finish. He's also very good at drawing secondary defenders. So here he crosses up his main defender, and then he attacks that side, and as soon as he gets a defender to commit to him, he finds an open man quickly. That man is then able to attack the gap himself and finish at the rim. Here we can see him really being able to set up the screen and then attack the basket. When this screen comes, he does a quick in and out jab towards this right side to move that defender so that that defender is thinking that, of course, Dalano is rejecting the screen. But when in reality, he still uses that screen, attacks the basket, draws multiple defenders, and then he kicks that ball out quickly. After he kicks that ball out quickly, he goes towards that corner. This is part of their play, really, to be honest with you. But he's really good at cutting backdoor, and that's what we see right here. And what he does is a quick jab towards this side, like if he's about to use the DHO, dribble handoff, and then his defender commits to that. At this time, he cuts backdoor, and he's got a wide open lane to the basket and finishes with his left hand. So being able to really read defenses, make sure that they're on their heels. We can see that he is on his heels at this point. So once he gets on his heels, you can do quick jabs and cut backdoor, and you'll lose your defenders most of the time. And if you can get to that rim quickly without really taking any dribbles at all, he gets that ball right away and gets right to that rim. That's what you want to try and do as a player. The fewer amount of dribbles attacking the rim, the better. And now because of his size, he can come off these screens and go downhill quite well. He can get these defenders in the air by using small little fakes, as we can see here. He looks at the rim and brings the ball to his right side. He draws in that secondary defender, and because of his size, he's able to get that pass through to his teammate. Now, there's something else I really want to point out, and that is the I almost said shot fakes, but the pass fakes. And that is, look at this. One pass fake here, gets the ball up, and by bringing that ball up like this, up to his head, looking in that direction, he gets that defender, his hands, up into the air. You don't even have to do an actual fake. You just need to bring the ball up quickly and look at another player, and you can get some players jumping out of their shoes, and that's exactly what he did here to get that ball to his teammate. He's also very good at coming off of screens, and because of his size, he's not a regular point guard. He's like a 6'8" or a 6'9" point guard, and because of that, he's able to mix it up with these hedge men who are centers so that he can still get that ball to the rim and get those and one calls, or at least foul calls in this case. He also has a really good shooting form. We can see right here, half that ball is over top of his upper arm, and he has just a slight gap between his palm and the ball, and his shoulder and elbow are in line with the rim. Really, really nice shooting form. Nice, high, soft release. We can see that right here. And the trajectory of that ball, the ball hits the back of that rim, and let's look at the actual angle that it has. If we look at the actual shot itself, the shot on its way down from its top peak, if we are to measure the ball to the ground and then come off to where it's about to go, it's a bit high for 50-ish degrees. We want that ball to be somewhere between 41 and, of course, 47 degrees. But at 50 degrees versus 47, that's roughly where we want to be, and it's a bit high, of course, but he's a taller player as well, and it still did go in, but it hit the back of the rim. He's also very good at using angles. Here, he's trying to get his shoulder in front of that defender. What that's going to do for him is to trap that defender behind his back, essentially in jail. And now he's able to get to that rim because of that, and his length does help as well. He's really worked on his shot as well, and he's able to get open shots because of what he did right there. Here, he's in the corner, and he does a quick jab towards the net. because of that jab, he's able to come off. He's lost his main defender, and then he comes off of the dribble handoff, and he's able to jack that three and make it. That's extremely important. And he's able to do fakes like this a lot. Anytime that a player is trying to overplay him, he'll take one last long step, and then he's able to cut back door. He's lost that man totally. And then he's able to attack that rim, and with his footwork and his finishing ability, he's going to be a very good player. This is a player, if you are a bit taller who has handles, this is a player that you really want to copy on the basketball court. He also has a fairly quick release. With these hesitations, it does help as well. So what I mean by the hesitation is this right here, where he does a quick hop and he brings his hand close to that ball, but he doesn't touch it to that ball. 1-2 long steps, and then he pulls up. This is what you want to see, and I think he's going to be an absolutely killer player this year in the NBA. He's also able to handle pressure in the full court, and as a tall guy, that's actually very impressive. Here, he gets a blocking call on this guy, which is really good, and he's able to get to that rim. And he's also able to take contact. Watch how he angles his body into that defender, then uses that defender's momentum to push him off so that he can create that distance, that separation between himself and his defender, so that he can get that, in this case, and one. Kind of looks like he went in with this video clip anyways, but it may have missed. But either way, he still gets that foul and still gets to the free throw line. I hope that this video has helped you. Make sure to go check out my hardest basketball shooting workout down in the description below, and I'll see you guys again next time.